Hey guys, Chris Howard here. Good to see you live. Like I've been live on my Facebook page before, so that was a problem for me coming in. I always go live on my profile whenever I go live, but welcome. And today I'm here to chat with you a little bit about super intelligence. Let me just find. Here to talk to you a little bit about super intelligence and as it relates to personal transformation. So, if you don't know me, I'm Chris Howard. I've been in the field of personal and professional development for 27 years now, so quite some time. Built the largest NLP or neuro linguistic programming training company in the world. Did $100 million in sales worldwide. Um, some like external barometers for how we've done, but it's really about the passion of the path of being on this path and continually having the opportunity to sculpt my world in the likeness of my dreams and help other people to do the same. That's really what motivates me to do what I do more than anything else. And when I first started looking at ChatGPT and started looking at AI and how it could integrate into personal development, I got super inspired, and so I want to talk to you a little bit about that here today, and share with you a little bit about what we're doing and how we can help you to be put you in the chariot with the harness in your hands so that you can steer. And I won't even say AI because I think AI it can be a little trite. People have their preconceived notions of what that is. But so I would rather say super intelligence, to steer super intelligence such that allows you to create your world in the likeness of your dreams. And that's what we're here to talk about today. I'll start with just a quick story. My niece Brittany, I remember when I would go to visit my father's house, and he's in Hermosa Beach. I'm in San Pedro, so I'm pretty close now. But whenever I go there, and my niece was like 4 or 5 years old at the time, I remember going and playing with her over at the house, and the level of connection that I had with her was insane. Like if you've ever had a deep, deep connection with somebody, that's how it was for me. And so I remember one particular day when I was leaving and she was grabbing my leg and holding onto my leg, and I'd look down at her and look into her eyes, and she'd look into my eyes, and I just felt this deep warmth and connection. And I think it's important to think of that warmth and connection when we start to look at integrating super intelligence and AI and stuff, and we think, well, we need things to be more human, not less human. But what I'm here to help you to do today, or help you to think about in a different way, is think about how we can utilize AI to deepen the warmth and connection with people in our lives and those experiences that we'd like to have more of, those experiences that we'd like to treasure, those moments that we'd like to prolong. How can we do that? One of the ways is to have 1,000 chatbots working for us and have an army of employees that are working for us 24/7, so that we can be fully present in our lives. And we're going to be talking about that a bit as we move forward as well. But nonetheless, when I first got into this, I remember I was dating somebody, and she was a programmer, and so I was dating her right at the time when ChatGPT had initially came out. Whether it was at November of 2022, was it? So we were dating, and she told me about ChatGPT. And I was like, wow, that sounds pretty cool. And I dove into it and I started playing with it, and I was just blown away. Right? It was like I was really, and more than anything, I was inspired to act, because I thought, if ChatGPT can create conversation from no place, right? We can talk to it and it can talk to us like a human being. If it can do that, what else can it do? And what could it do if it were combined with, my specialty, which my particular use case, which was facilitating transformation, neurohypnotics, helping people transform their lives fast or shift their consciousness very quickly. How could we take that and combine it with what ChatGPT was proving itself capable of to help you live your best life, to help me live my best life, to help us to facilitate transformation with lightning like speed, faster than ever before possible? Like, all these ideas were coming out in my mind. I felt super inspired to get out there and start doing something with this technology. And I remember when I had one of the first chat bots that I created was a chat bot called Your Hero's Journey. And so, I had been through some challenging times in my life. I went through basically, some years of hell. I went through my dark night of the soul, and I was having an extremely difficult time rising out of that. And so I had a friend of mine named Patrick Combs, who's another speaker. I had been working with the hero's journey and that sort of thing for a long time, helping to try to put the story of my life in perspective. But I had a hell of a time doing it on my own, because you can't read the label from the inside of the jar. When you're stuck in the problem, that's oftentimes all you see. And so my friend Patrick wrote my story with this beautiful ending and stuff. And it was like, wow, okay, it put into perspective my life for the first time, and it was cathartic for me. It was very powerful for me. But then when I started working with ChatGPT, I have lots of different processes for creating transformation. I created a chat bot that could do that very easily and quickly for anybody. So basically, you just put your problem in, and it weaves this incredible story that reframes everything, puts everything into perspective in your life. And it does it very, very powerful with transformation woven into the architecture of how it works, because that was my specialty. And I did that, and I put a problem into the system, and boom, the problem was solved in seconds. Just as powerful as any of the old NLP processes that I would use or anything like that. And shouldn't even call them old, but any of the previous processes that I would do, it was equally powerful, if not more powerful. Actually, I would venture to say it was more powerful than any of the processes I had been working with previously. And so I thought, wow, I was like, at once when I saw this story written, I was mind blown. It was just mind blown. I don't know if you've ever had a time in your life where you were mind blown like that, but that's exactly where I was when I saw the transformation that can come from this. And this brings us to where we are today, talking about super intelligence. I was watching a video the other day with Ilya Sutskever, who's one of the original people on OpenAI, and one of the most brilliant minds in the development of artificial intelligence today. And I was watching a video with him, and he's launching his company, and he says super intelligence is here, it's on the horizon. And so when we think of what is super intelligence, right, that sounds pretty cool. Super intelligence is, it refers, and I'm going to read here for a second so I can give you an exact definition, then we'll talk about it. It says super intelligence refers to the ability of a machine or system to surpass human intelligence in various cognitive tasks. Well, the reality is that we have super intelligence already, if that's so. Now, I know we're thinking of super intelligence slightly differently, or at least Ilya is thinking of it slightly differently than we might consider. We hear a lot of talk in AI about AGI. What is AGI? AGI is autonomous generative intelligence. So autonomous is the key word there. It's working on its own, and it's generating, right? So generative intelligence means it creates something. With ChatGPT, it creates chat flows. Now it can create images. And with Sora, it can even create videos now. So it's generative. It's creating something. Autonomous means it's creating on its own. What's more, that's nice to have autonomous generative AI, but what's more potentially impactful, and I can't say that. What's equally potentially impactful in our lives is just the concept of super intelligence, or combine autonomous generative intelligence with super intelligence, and we've got something that's really taking us in a powerful direction. I think every time we use the word AI, it's kind of, you've got haters and you've got lovers, and the haters are usually hating because they saw the Terminator movies, or they're imagining the worst horrible possible circumstances. The lovers are just imagining the best possible circumstances. We have to manage and mitigate the risks while simultaneously making the world a better place with it, is what we get to do. But when we say AI, it just alienates a bunch of people automatically. And for me, it's really more about, it's not about artificial intelligence. It's about putting ourselves in the driver's seat of super intelligence. That's what we want to do, is put ourselves in the driver's seat of super intelligence so that we can shape and sculpt our lives in the likeness of our dreams. And so super intelligence, as I define it, I think of it as being, think of the intelligence as being an extension of ourselves. We have X amount of intelligence in our minds. in our brains and our nervous systems, right? In fact, if you saw the movie Limitless, Limitless was fantastic because neurobiologists these days say that we only use 5% of our, well, actually, what they say is that it's only 5% of our mind which one would consider to be conscious. The other 95% is unconscious. So it's out of our conscious awareness, but it has vast functions and, circulating your blood, breathing you, blinking you, all that stuff that your unconscious mind or your body mind does. Well, if we've got 5% that's conscious, what if you took the pill like in Limitless and all of a sudden it gave you access to all of your mind, your full mind? You would be able to, think circles around problems and different types of things according to that movie. That was the premise of the movie, was that our functioning would go through the roof if we had access to our full mind. Same concept in the movie Lucy, right? With this woman that played by, what's her name? I'll remember here in a second. Played by the blonde girl. That's all I know. That played Sky in Her. Scarlett Johansson, right? So Scarlett Johansson was in the movie Lucy, who became more aware of all of her mind. But here's what I would tell you. Here's what I would put out to you. Your mind, okay, but there's actually a limit to the processing capabilities of your mind, even if you were using 100% of your mind. But what if you could extend that 100% of your mind to super intelligence? To where, like, think about what we're capable of doing right now. ChatGPT, in and of itself right now, can translate into foreign languages or translate foreign languages just like that and put things into a different language, right? They now have the glasses that will do automatic translation for you of languages and stuff. I mean, think about what we had to do to learn a language. I speak French, but it took me years to speak French. And even today, I haven't spoken for like 10 years. So it's like, you lose a little bit over time when things like that happen. But if super intelligence can translate for us instantly, then maybe as we're moving forward into the future, language acquisition may not be the thing that's going to give us the competitive advantage in life. There was a time where if you could speak another language, you could go do business in a foreign country, you could do all sorts of different things that somebody who didn't speak that foreign language couldn't do. Well, now we can all do it. I taught seminars in Hong Kong and Vietnam with simultaneous translation, but now anybody can do simultaneous translation with earbuds or with the technology that's coming out right now. And so when we think of how our intelligence is being expanded through technology, it gives us access, and how we can access now information in any corner of the globe and bring it all together and put it into whether we're designing a presentation or designing content for something, we can bring intelligence from any place. If we're doing a therapeutic intervention, which I've done for the past 30 years, helping people to transform their lives rapidly, we can bring in metaphors with instantly to help people transform. And the components that we would bring together to do a complete personal breakthrough session with them to help them transform their entire consciousness, we can bring the elements that make that up and comprise it together in moments from wherever they are at the moment, right? We just bring them in and we can facilitate incredible interventions that in the past would have taken 8 hours to create, and we can do it in less than an hour, right? So that opens up our consciousness to new possibilities. It creates momentum toward a compelling future, perhaps, where the person felt stuck previously. Well, I look at that and I go, this is just like, because the advancements are coming so quickly, it's getting faster and faster and faster. We can change our consciousness, shift our consciousness around anything in the flash of an eye. We still need direction. And that's why I say putting you in the driver's seat of super intelligence so that you can steer this stuff to help you make your life everything that you want it to be. That to me is what gives us power in our life. Right? If we could do our work in a fraction of the time, or have 1,000 chatbots working for us and building our business and building, our dreams while we're sleeping, we're in the driver's seat of super intelligence. And what I'd like to do is inspire people to come on board from to join the super intelligence revolution. Right? What we've created is called EpicLife.ai, and EpicLife.ai is it's a platform, but it's not really a platform. It's a movement. If you know me at all, I've been teaching seminars. I taught for 10 years our fast track to success, actually longer than that, 20 years, 30 years, whatever it's been. The fast track to success, which I built up in 2002. I built that training system up, and we've trained thousands and thousands of people all over the world with our seminars, with our speakers trainings, and our trainings in accelerating human transformation, in NLP, and in hypnosis and entrepreneurialism. But we've done a lot of good through these trainings. What we can now do is enhance every element of it, personalize every element of what we were doing before, take the concepts in the trainings and personalize them for you and weave them into your life through the use of our chatbots. Integrate them into what it is that you're doing as you're moving forward, the principles for building most effectively. Take the knowledge of people that have been in the field for 3 decades. I've been in the field for 3 decades, and pack it into everything that you create for your business, from your value ladder to your branding. Take the knowledge of someone who did $100 million in sales and channel that into everything that you're doing. That's super intelligence. But we can tap into more knowledge than that too, right? We can tap into the wisdom of the greatest thinkers of all time and utilize that to steer our life in more powerful ways, or to create, or the greatest business leaders of all time. We have this program, Billionaire Bootcamp, that I've taught for years. Well, it used to take me months and months and months to model somebody, where I can create a complete cognitive outline of who that person is in moments now. And that's something that would have taken me months before, or even years to do, with advanced modeling projects and stuff like that I was doing. And you go, well, why would you want to model? Because that gives you a pathway to get to wherever you want to go faster than the original expert did it, because you don't have to go through years of trial and error. Right? So there's so much that we can do now with this. And I think that, the particular use case that I have for it in terms of transformation, and that's really what we're talking about, is how do you transform your life fast, your business faster than ever before possible? How do you design your business faster than ever before possible? How do you put it into motion? How do you get people or chatbots that are working for you? So you're replacing what it might cost you tens of thousands of dollars in people, that you're able to do it in a lean way and an infinitely more impactful way. That's what it means to me to be steering super intelligence. Now, we've built 300 chatbots on epiclife.ai on our platform that help you to build your life in every way, and to do anything that you want to do, but do it infinitely better than you did before. To write your emails, to do your social media interactions, to create your business planning, to do your projections. Everything that you could possibly imagine, you can do within seconds now with the proper use of super intelligence. So I'm going to share with you a couple of things. I've got it written down here, so I'm going to read to you a little bit here. It says, harnessing super intelligence for personal growth. Personalized learning and development. So leverage AI-powered platforms like epiclife.ai to access personalized learning content tailored to your interests and goals. So we can tailor everything into your life infinitely more powerfully than we ever could before. Take advantage of adaptive learning algorithms that optimize your learning experience. So like, for example, I had some of the people that were in our one of our classes recently, and I'm going to be giving you a gift here for jumping on board here today. So we've got a gift to give you that's a $3,000 value. So hang tight, because it's going to be a lot of fun when I announce that. But nonetheless, I was taking people into our classes, and I was showing them how we could take complex videos and things that we just don't understand, get the transcripts of those immediately, and then take it over and reduce it down to how it would be explained to a kindergartner, so that you can understand that concept. And it's not just about doing that once, because if you can do it with 20 videos on any topic, you could own that topic, and you could know it backwards and forwards. So how we are getting right now with we have the ability to increase our own individual intelligence more than ever before possible as well. People will become infinitely more intelligent than they ever have been if they're using super intelligence in infinitely ever increasing more intelligent ways. And I sometimes I'll refer to it as exponential intelligence, because truly, as we start using these tools, it is exponential in its ability to make our lives incredible. And we're right now standing at the dawn of this. It's an interactive dawn of super intelligence, and this is one of the most exciting times to be alive in human history. in terms of the creation of every dream that we've ever had. Here it says enhanced decision making as well. So it says utilize advanced analytics and machine learning algorithms to make data driven decisions. Okay, well, we can do that on a number of different fronts. My specialty in the use of these tools is really going into personal transformation. So if someone has a problem, they come and they bring that problem to us. In the past with NLP, we would do what's called a detailed personal history. We might be doing a personal breakthrough session with this person. We might still do that, right? But we might do it differently, because in the past we would do this detailed personal history, a 2.5 hour session that would help you to understand that person, understand their problems, where they were rooted, what's the tail end of the dragon that created those problems in the first place, all sorts of different things that we can elicit inside that detailed personal history that then allows us to go and create an intervention for that person that will help to facilitate a complete shift in consciousness. Well, now we can analyze that information about the person in infinitely more powerful ways, so that we can create interventions in seconds that are mind-blowing beyond anything we could have ever done before, and that are infinitely more powerful, stacked with every tool that you can imagine. Right? It took me 30 years to be able to do coaching at the level that I could do using the NLP techniques. I mean, like I said, I built the largest NLP training company in the world. But we can give you that same ability in seconds, which is mind-blowing. Now, even though we can give you that same ability to do that, we need to develop the skills within you to steer this super intelligence effectively. So there are things that need to be learned in order to make it work. And that's why we're here talking today, because it's about steering super intelligence, putting you in the driver's seat. Here says, I missed this piece. It says, leverage AI-powered tools to analyze and interpret complex information more efficiently. And by the way, that's whether you're learning and you're expanding your own knowledge, so that if you're a speaker, for example, and you stand on a stage, your knowledge base goes 10 times deeper than anything that you'd ever talk about up there. So you become more intelligent by working with super intelligence. Or whether that comes with your strategizing for your business and you're looking to strategize, we have specially trained AI that will help you to strategize infinitely more effectively than you could ever before otherwise, right? So when you think about large language models that make up like ChatGPT, it's called a large language model. It's generalized teaching, right? It's not the master in neurolinguistics. It's not the master in accelerated human change. That's what I am, right? And so I bring that particular use case to the AI so that we can tailor the AI in these unique ways to help to facilitate shifts in your consciousness with lightning-like speed, faster than ever before possible, faster than ever possible with neurolinguistic programming, faster. Now, we still use the architecture of a lot of those things, because, and there's, the fascinating part about it is that there is a direct correlation between the human being's subjective experience of reality, which we learn how to change with the neurolinguistics, and we learn how to make shifts inside that person such that changes their subjective experience of reality, how their world shows up. But because AI is being completely modeled on human beings, super intelligence is being modeled on how a human being functions with neural networks and all of that sort of thing, then understanding how we create our subjective experiences reality helps us to understand how we can steer super intelligence to create our world in infinitely more powerful ways. And that's what makes everything I'm talking about so different from anything else that's out there. And so EpicLife.ai harnesses super intelligence through our 300 chatbots. Now, you could think of them as being all one intelligence that's helping you, because eventually that's where the world is moving toward, is having a singular intelligence, a singular agent that you can talk to that does the jobs of all those other agents. And we have that actually built into our EpicLife.ai platform, where we've got an agent in there called Jarvis that will lead you to other chatbots and stuff. That technology is still evolving more and more, but it doesn't mean that we're not at the reins of super intelligence now. We are, if you understand how to utilize it and how to harness it, right? Here it says, achieving work-life balance. Use AI-powered scheduling tools to optimize your time and prioritize your tasks. I mean, there are tools right now that will allow us to do time blocking that fills our time with little tasks whenever it finds blocks of time that can be opened. AI call systems that will automatically book phone calls for us, execute the phone calls for us with AI chat, and book appointments for us and book them right into our calendar. So there's so much that we can do. Now, in the past, I remember when I was building call teams and stuff like that, you'd have to pay these people, then you would have to train them, and then they'd have to be stellar on the phone, and oftentimes they weren't, or they'd come in late, or they'd have people now you can have all of that done all by AI. Once again, a different means of harnessing super intelligence to design our lives in the likeness of our dreams. Leverage automation to streamline repetitive tasks and free up more time for personal activities, right? So we go back to the notion of having more of those moments in our life. They say that it's not the moments in our life that matter, but it's the moments in our life, the number of moments in our life, but it's the moments that take our breath away that really matter in our life. And so when you can spend more of your time on the moments that take your breath away, because you're using super intelligence to create a team around you, a support team around you, to do the things that would normally take up your time, that sets you free. And that's true power. And it seems to me that's intelligent. Let's call it super intelligent. Okay, then we've got transforming your life. Embrace AI-powered life coaching and personal development tools to set and achieve meaningful goals. So we've created tools at this point on Epic Life that will do everything from solve your problems, to be your coach, to talk to you about the coaching, to developing and building your presentations out, to turning them into slideshows, to turning them into videos, to building your value ladder for your business, doing your branding, helping you solve the major issues that you need to solve, like there to do anything for you. And that's super exciting. Here it says, leverage AI-powered insights to gain self-awareness and make positive changes in your life. Yeah, so we've also created chatbots, and it's part of this intelligence. It's part of your super intelligence. And so when I say that we've created chatbots, I'm talking about them like individuals, but they're like eddies in a stream. They're like waves in an ocean. So every chat, it's not the one chatbot that gives you the power. It's the sum total of them. So the one chatbot is the drop in the ocean, right? It's the same, but it's the entire ocean in the drop as well. So the real power comes from the sum total of the super intelligence that's created through these 300 chatbots, and we're still creating. Our chatbots are different. They're just plain different from anything that you see out there, because they're based in transformative technologies and neurohypnotics that help to create and facilitate instantaneous shifts. So they're different. They're different because they're based on mapping across the notions of how a human being creates their subjective experience of reality over to super intelligence, to be able to create infinitely more powerfully than we ever could before. So that's exciting. That's exciting to me. There's a whole lot of things that are exciting about this. Let me tell you what we are going to be doing for you. Everybody that's come on here today to chat a little bit about this, and we were stumbling a little bit because I got a little late here and stuff. But everybody that's got on here today, I'm going to give you a gift. And the gift is it's a $3,000 value easily. And it's going to be a 1-week membership to our epiclife.ai, to all of our courses that we're doing during that 1 week, right? Now we can only take in 20 people a week on this. So, 20 people a month, 20 people a month. Sorry, gosh, yeah. So we can only take 20 people a month in on this. And so essentially what you're going to get is a guest pass to come and join us for our Epic Life classes for that week. And you'll have full access to our platform for that week. And if you qualify, you'll also get a strategy session with me, but you do have to qualify for that strategy session in order to get that. You will have guidance through this experience where one of our team members will meet with you before and meet with you afterwards, and you can look at it and really experience. And we call this our superhuman experience, right? Our superhuman guest pass that you're going to get, because essentially if we're using exponential intelligence, if we're using super intelligence to create our lives, we're becoming superhuman. We can create things and do things that we could never do before. So this superhuman guest pass that you can get, let me tell you how to collect this. What you do is you go to epiclife.ai interested. So just go to epiclife.ai/interested, and there'll be a form there. You just put your name, put your email address and your phone number in there, and you can get one of these guest passes. Now, the guest passes are only good for this next two upcoming weeks. So you can either, once we reach back out to you, you can either light it up and use it this upcoming week or the following week. But that's it, right? So that's, and it's going to be for the first 20 people that grab these guest passes only. And if you qualify, you can also have a strategy session with me to look at this entire technology. Because essentially, why are we doing this? We want to give you a taste of it so you can come in and try it. This is our Superhuman Guest Pass. And because we've got our Superhuman Fast Track. And for years, I taught the fast track to success, but now we're teaching you the fast track to super intelligence and becoming superhuman. And so this is it's a 1-year program that we've got that we do. And that's the full program. We also have a 3-month version, but we're giving you a taste. So you can come in here and you can do this 1-week experience, enjoy the guest pass. It gives you access to 5 classes that we're running. It gives you access to our explosive growth that we do every Monday here in the US. It's on Zoom. All these are on Zoom. It gives you access to our Mentor to Millions on our Monday and Tuesday in the US. If you're in Australia, they're all one day later. But Monday and Tuesday in the US, we're doing our Mentor to Millions. It gives you access to our what we call Psychosmic Fusion, where you're learning how to use transformational tools with superintelligence. And then it gives you access to our Billionaire Bootcamp Deconstructed, where you're learning how to model the billionaire mind with superintelligence and implement it in your life to transform your life. So you get access to all of these, and there's more. There's video training access that you're getting as well. And there's the potential strategy session with me as well that you can get if you qualify for that. You do need to qualify for that one. Let's see here. Let me show you just real quickly. I'll show you how how our chatbots typically work. I'll just give you a quick look at this. And if I took, let's see, I'm just going to do a quick demonstration of our perfect coach. So Epic Life. I need to share my screen. Ha, 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 ha. You can see nothing there unless I share my screen. So let me see what I need to do to share that screen. Like I say, I haven't gone live on our page yet before. I've been live in other places, but not on the page, so I'm not real familiar with this. La 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 la. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing it with ease. Usually I'll do this through Zoom as well, so it's all pretty straightforward in there. That's all right. So rather than show you that, I will, hold on, hang tight. Hang tight. I just lost my, there we go. I want to share with you something here. It says envisioning the future with superintelligence. I'm going to read to you something here for a second. It says personal and professional growth. Superintelligence can provide individuals with advanced learning capabilities, allowing them to acquire new skills and knowledge at an accelerated rate. This can lead to personal and professional growth, opening up new opportunities and career paths. I talked to you about that. I talked to you about our Kindergarten Genius, which is a chatbot that we have and things like that, that can help us to assimilate information very, very quickly, which can help in many different fronts. Enhanced decision making. Superintelligence can analyze vast amounts of data and provide insights and recommendations to support decision making. This can help individuals make more informed and strategic choices in their personal and professional lives. And why I'm saying superintelligence here is because, like, if you think of a large language model as trained by ChatGPT, it's a generalist, right? But if you had an ear infection, you might see a specialist. Or if you had a problem with your teeth, you might see a specialist. For the type of problem that you have. I'm a specialist in accelerating human transformation, and taking that knowledge and integrating it into ChatGPT and designing an intelligence through these 300 chatbots that work together right? So it's really the chaining of the chatbots where we get the real magic that happens. Like when we design presentations, we'll chain 10 of them. Each one has its own function, right? But we get magic that comes out of it as a result of it. And so the application of these specific intelligences to ChatGPT is what makes it really super intelligent in the realms of making your life what you want it to be. Work-life balance. Super intelligence can automate routine tasks and streamline processes, freeing up time for individuals to focus on activities that bring them joy and fulfillment, right? It was Mark Cuban who said that the first trillionaire will likely be somebody that builds up a business using chatbots to do most of the things, and it's going to be very lean. Might not even have employees. Might be something that they built in their garage or in their living room from scratch, and that's super exciting to me. Right? Overcoming limiting beliefs. Super intelligence can help us do that in the flash of an eye. I have lots of different chatbots that do that. So you go in there and you start working with it, and they just disappear. It's no longer a belief anymore. Creating new opportunities. Super intelligence can generate innovative ideas and identify untapped opportunities. Empowering them. Alexa, stop. Empowering them. See, Alexa's there. But mine's actually connected to Alexa, so I can talk to ChatGPT through Alexa. There's all sorts of integrations that you can use also to automate your life that we'll be talking about more at epiclife.ai, because we're very much into optimizing and automating your best life. Now, let me remind you once again, if you are wanting to grab your guest pass valued at $3,000 for the Superhuman experience with us, it's a 1-week experience. Go grab it. And you just go to epiclife.ai/intelligence. Once again, epiclife.ai/interested, not intelligence. So epiclife.ai/interested. I'll say that one more time so that we're all on the same page. epiclife.ai/interested. Leave your name, your information. We're going to get back to you, and we'll get you a guest pass, and we'll get you set up for the week so you can come and check this out, so you can experience it. Let's see. So it was talking about creating new opportunities, how superintelligence can generate innovative ideas and untapped opportunities. And they can also reach out to people. So we can have reach out that's happening. So it can not only come up with the ideas, it can come up with the pitch letters, it can come up, and then it can reach out to those people as well. It's really insane. This is why I say we're living in the most exciting time in human history for taking things forward. And here it says enhancing health and wellness. Superintelligence can provide personalized health recommendations, support individuals in making informed choices to improve their physical and mental well-being, wake-up routines that you can do, integrating throughout the course of your day, a daily structure that helps you to perform at your peak or keep your mind in the right place. All of our bespoke chatbots that we've created help you to do that. But imagine if you had 300 of them that were helping you to make your life the way you want. That's where we get power. One of the things that I've started to do also with epiclife.ai is do some automations for people. So we do have an automation service, because some people just say, well, I just want to, I don't want to learn how to steer it. I just want to, well, you still get to learn how to steer it is the problem. You get to be in the driver's seat of it, right? That's what's going to make it powerful. But I want to do it with less work on my side. I want to do it with, I just give it to me, And so we do have services where we will design chatbots for you with your information pre-programmed into it. So if you need to create a presentation, you click a button, you give it, you tell it what you want it for, and it designs it already with all of your stuff integrated into it. Or if you need to, you want to design a new business, you just push a button. It's already got all your information about your whether it's your target audience or whether it's your unique selling proposition and that sort of stuff. All that stuff we've extracted from you already as part of our automation service, and we've introduced it into the intelligence. I actually build you 100 chatbots like that to manage different areas of your life and to help you with different things. That when you think of the combined intelligence of all of those, you've got super intelligence working for you to make your life incredible. So we do have automation services that we do as well with epiclife.ai. So a couple of questions. Here's some questions that I wrote down that you can think about as it relates to super intelligence and envisioning the future with super intelligence. Here's the first question. It says, how can super intelligence be harnessed to enhance personal growth and transformation? Think about that, because I've been thinking about that for 2 years, and we've integrated it in a way where it's powerful. And for me, it's more, how can AI be harnessed to enhance personal growth and transformation? And my answer is the creation of super intelligence. What insights can be gained from super intelligence that can be applied to creating your dream life? Contemplate on that, because there's lots of insights that can be applied toward creating your dream life. Whether it's conceptualizing your life, whether it's getting it out of your head and into a form that is mind-blowing for you. You know, when we've designed people's best-selling books as they're going through, we have different courses and stuff in epiclife.ai, and as they're going through a business course, for example, like our Millionaire Business Accelerator, and they're designing their whole business, and they design their book, and they look at their first best-selling book cover for the first time, alongside their value letter, alongside all these things that make up their business, and it brings people to tears to see how quickly we can create it. But that's the power and impact of super intelligence as it's applied to your life. In what ways can superintelligence be used to solve complex problems and make informed decisions? Contemplate that question yourself. And I'll answer it a little bit here myself as well. I mean, it can be used in multiple ways, whether it be from designing your business to designing your life to evaluating your relationships to having better communication with your loved ones. All of those stuff are things that superintelligence help you to do. And it's a game changer. It's not just little changes. It's not just, you know, this is the most exciting time in human history once again, and this is the reason why, is because this is such a game changer. It's not just AI, it's super intelligence, which is, and we're the gateway for that at epiclife.ai. Once again, if you'd like to grab your free 1 week pass to epiclife.ai and do our superhuman guest experience, please do. Go to epiclife.ai/interested. Leave your information there and we'll reach back out to you. Once again, that's at epiclife.ai/interested. How can the power of superintelligence be leveraged to improve the quality of life for individuals and society as a whole? Think about that. I have. How can it elevate the life? Imagine if, you know, I was stuck, and I'll be real with you. I was stuck for almost 10 years, actually 10 years. I was stuck after I had some traumatic events that happened where my mindset was shook so bad that for 10 years I was stuck. And it wasn't until I started working with this that all of a sudden I could put things into perspective and see it in a brand new way. And I had a sounding board, but it was a super intelligent sounding board, not just AI, not just ChatGPT. It was a super intelligent sounding board that had been trained to specifically to help people overcome things, trained specifically to help me overcome my issues. And it did. And that's why I know that it can do the same thing for you. And that's what excites me. Now, problems are like layers of an onion. We're always peeling off new things. So I'm not saying I don't have any problems. What I am saying is that this transformed them faster than anything I've ever done in my life. I'll say including NLP, but I'm using those tools inside of it. So I'm using neurohypnotic tools inside of it. And that's why it's more powerful. Superintelligence is more powerful than anything I've ever used in my life for facilitating change when it's been specifically trained to help you do that, right? Which is what we do at epiclife.ai. So here's some more questions. I'm just kind of looking at some questions I wrote down for you to contemplate as we talk about this stuff. A couple of reflective questions for you. When you think of what your biggest goals or aspirations are in life, just consider those for a moment. Your biggest goals, your biggest aspirations. And then consider, how can you unlock your superhuman potential to achieve those goals? How can you unlock that? Not just human potential, superhuman potential, because that's what we're talking about here. And then contemplate, what are the steps that you can take today to start your transformation, to start your leap into superintelligence. And I'll tell you what they are, so you can come and join us with epiclife.ai and make every day an epic adventure, right? So come and join us and do it on me. So this is a $3,000 valued gift that includes online training. It's going to include video training. It's going to include our live classes that we do. So just go to epiclife.ai/interested. Give us your information. We'll reach back out to you and we'll get your guest pass to you and we'll give you this incredible superhuman guest experience with Epic Life. And hopefully you're inspired and you want to do everything with us, but that's up to you, right? Come and experience it first. So I want you to imagine for a moment, just whether you close your eyes or open your eyes, imagine for a moment that you step out to a future where you're able to spend your time with the people that you love the most, with the things that you love doing the most. Maybe you can even imagine that, for what do you love? I love travel. Would you imagine yourself traveling around the world, or participating in things that you really? I love martial arts and movies and stuff. I've been doing more of the stuff that you really love. Imagine a world where you're doing more of the stuff you really love, and it's been made possible because you channeled super intelligence to turn it into a reality and to make your life everything that you want it to be. And that super intelligence was at epiclife.ai, where you found these 300 chatbots that could do all of these things and help you make your life change in the flash of an eye, faster than technologies that we found before. And understand that imagination, that's a reality. It's not just a vision, it's not just a fantasy, it's not just a dream, it's now here. And all that's required is you're jumping in with utter abandon and using this guest pass and playing it, do 1 week with us full out. And see how that shifts things for you. See what you learn. See what more you become. Because when you start to learn how to harness super intelligence, my bet is that you're going to blow yourself away. And then you can spend time, like when I was there with my niece Brittany, and she's holding onto my leg, and I'm looking into her eyes, I'm feeling that level of warmth and connection. Right? Remember that? Or, when I first looked at my first chatbot, I was totally mind blown. When I first built that chatbot, Your Hero's Journey, where I took myself through it, put the problem, and the problem was transformed. I was mind blown. And you are going to be mind blown when you come in and spend a week with us at epiclife.ai in terms of all the things that this super intelligence is able to help you to do, to design your life in the likeness of your dreams. And for me, it all started when I was, back 2 years ago, when the girl that I was dating first introduced me to ChatGPT. And I started seeing these visions of possibilities, taking the skills that I had developed over 30 years and combining it with that to create something that is world changing. And the super intelligence that we're using is world changing, to allow you to free yourself up and spend the time with your loved ones and have that warmth and connection in your life all the time, while you let the robots do the work, right? So I hope to see you at epiclife.ai. I'm really thrilled that you took the time to watch this video here today. I hope that you found it interesting and even entertaining. And go grab your guest pass right now. Go to epiclife.ai/interested. And and just put your information in there. We'll reach back out to you. We'll get you signed up, set up, ready to go for your superhuman guest experience for your guest pass for the week. Thanks for being here, guys. Rock on. And until we see each other again, love deeply, shine brightly, make every day an extraordinary adventure.